Hey guys, Becky here with Design Bundles, and I'm super excited to have you join me today because we have a great sublimation hack for you. Now, this is one I've been dying to try, and I know you have too. We are using polycrylic to sublimate on wood. Okay, so let's consider this step one of our experiment here. What we are using is polycrylic. There we go. You can purchase this really almost anywhere. You can get it at your hardware store. I think I picked that up at Walmart. I have just a regular foam brush, nothing special about that. And these are just some unfinished wood pieces. These are actually scraps from cutting a different project on my Glowforge. And I kind of hoarded them away because, you know, sometimes you just know, hey, I might need that again. So I have 3 of them, and that's what we're gonna work with. So I'm gonna go ahead and give my polycrylic a little bit of a shake, a stir, and then let's open it up. And what I'm going to do is just apply a nice even coat over my pieces. And then once that dries, I'll leave it a couple hours to dry. And once that dries, I will apply a second coat. So definitely, I feel like more than one coat to get a good layer. And I'm going to try not to do this too thick, because I do want it to dry fast and I do want it to dry evenly. All right guys, so let me show you what I have here. I have all 3 of my wood pieces. Now I ended up, I won't lie, I got nervous. I ended up doing 3 coats of polycrylic, and I will say from start to finish, it probably only took about, I think I waited about 30 to 45 minutes in between coats. You know, and I just did it while I was working on a few other things. So being able to just knock them out was really easy. So it did take a little bit, and if I was doing a larger piece, I might wait longer, but I mean, these are not the least bit tacky. They're not, you know, they do have the nice gloss to them that you get with polycrylic, so I think they're gonna be good to go. And then I printed out 3 different types of, well, I guess not types, but 3 different sublimation patterns. Now what I did was I measured these squares and then I drew a box, and I did this in Silhouette Studio, but that way I could line them up and they would fit, okay? So that's what that's about, and of course they're mirrored. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat up my Easy Press. I'm going to do 385. And I'm still going to do 60 seconds, okay? So let's do these one at a time, because obviously I have not done these before. That's why we have a nice experiment, but I'm going to sandwich in between, and I'm going to line up my design to the box. I'm gonna line up the square to the box. That way it means my design is lined up well. Put it in my little butcher paper sandwich here. Bring over my Easy Press and get to pressing. Okay, now you can definitely tell that the paper has stuck to the wood. Okay, but that's okay, because I did see a little bit about this that you can, I'm gonna let it cool, and then we will be able to rub off the paper with some cool water. So don't stress about that part. I also go through that commonly with acrylic, but this is what we're looking at. Okay, and I would have to say that I feel like I got some good color saturation. So I'm going to go ahead and proceed with sublimating the other 2, and then I will grab that water and we can take a look at how well these clean up, okay? Now definitely be careful when handling this. I have nails, so it lets me hold down the wood without actually touching it. But definitely don't burn yourself. This is going to be hot. Now this is light pressure. I can actually leave my Easy Press setting on top and not apply any pressure myself. So just keep that in mind when you are adjusting the pressure on your heat press if you're using a regular heat press. Now I have a damp paper towel with just regular water. And you can see how that paper is going to wipe right off. Now sometimes too I will use a cleaning sponge, a cheap cleaning sponge from like the dollar store or just a local general store. I do make sure that I get the off-brand ones. The name brand ones are really good, but it's like they're too good. You know what I mean? Like they have too much cleaning power, and sometimes they're too powerful for what I need. But I learned that with using Sublimation Acrylic that you could use the cheap cleaning sponges and it would help take that residue off. But for this one, it looks like water is working just fine. So we're gonna work our way through. So I was able to wipe that one. Now, as these dry, you may have a little bit, see where a little bit of the residue is coming back on this one? That just means those are areas where the paper was just wet, but it was not wiped off completely. So you can wipe those again and just make sure you get all those areas touched up. But for the most part, guys, I will definitely call this a success. Like I said, I think if I was using a sponge, this would probably go over better as far as getting the paper residue off, but these are really, really super cute. And I'm just going to adhere some magnets to the back and use these in my kitchen. So guys, how did you feel about our little sublimation hack? Now, of course, I really like it. I really enjoy experimenting anytime I get the chance to. And when the results turn out really good, that makes it a win-win. So, of course, if you have any questions or comments about what we did today, please make sure you leave those below. I love hearing from you guys. And if you learned something new, make sure you give our channel a quick subscribe, maybe turn on notifications, share with a friend. I really appreciate all the support that you show for us, guys, and it just means a lot to me. So I'm going to wrap it up for today, guys, but I really do appreciate it, and we'll see you again next time.